I don't really like painting big. Like, I know I need to do it, it's a challenge, but happy Sunday. It might be a little dark. My power went out. It feels light, but I want to film this before it gets too late and I at least have some natural light. But I feel like I'm in a really good rhythm. I don't want to jinx it, but just a good rhythm of posting. It's like I'm painting Friday, like I'm doing my homework, and then Saturdays I go to school, so I'm painting, and then Sundays I'm like painting for this vlog. So what I've been doing, like I said in the last video, is kind of like going to a coffee shop and just like reading, doing a lot of reading and sketching, and that way like I'm already set up for when I want to start painting. So that's what I did this morning. I did a few sketches. I'm gonna pop those in. I love saying I'm going to pop those in, okay? If you didn't notice. But yeah, I was just thinking like just about this vlog and just my style in general and how like I don't really like painting big. Like, I know I need to do it, it's a challenge, but I don't love it. And I feel like a lot of like artist friends that like see my work, or anybody that sees my work and they're like, this would be so fire big. And like, I get it. And I think it's just also though, like, I think a lot of people are used to thinking in art in terms of like making it sellable, like making it attractive, making it like something that you can see in a museum or even like a big home. And I'm just like, I get it. But for me, like my favorite paintings that are mine are small, and I really, you okay? I really struggle to paint bigger. It's a few reasons for that, but so I wanted, and I was thinking about even the last painting I did. Like I love it. It took a few sessions, but I can't sustain that. Like that's not going to be like every episode of this vlog. Like I really want to like, I really had a come to Jesus moment, and it's just like, what do I do? And I paint smaller. Like I feel like a great kind of like sweet spot for me is 14 by 16. But I got this canvas pad like in the winter because I was doing some traveling, and it was like 9.5 by 11, and that was just like perfect. So it just got me thinking about like painting small. Painting small is just like I don't think too much because it's not much I can do within that little space. So sometimes if it's like, say even this light that's catching right here, that's literally just, you know what I mean? Like even less than is just a of white paint. That's just a of white paint. That's just a of white paint. But when, look at that line, that's just one line of paint. But when I get bigger, it's like, okay, that's probably like this wide and this long. What am I gonna do within that? And it can be overthinking, but I just like feel like I can get more expressive in small painting. And even when I draw, it's like it's so small that I'm not like, okay, this is a leg and this is a calf and this is a knee and this is a thigh. It's like, no, it's one line here, one line here. Oh, the knee is literally just like doing that. Like it's just these little ticks, and it's just like more fun. Like, I don't know, it's just more like enjoyable for me. And I think I really just need to, I I really want to like shadow somebody and really learn how to paint big. It's kind of frustrating because everybody says it's so much easier to paint big, but it doesn't feel easier to me. um, so anyway, all that said, this episode today is just about painting smaller. I feel like I'm just more focused. Also, it's quicker. Like, I love finishing things. That is my favorite thing in the world. Um, so I was even thinking like maybe I could do a little sketchbook tour to show you all my smaller pieces and studies. I love the word studies. It's to study. It's my studies notebook. Show you some of those and show you what I mean by just like what I get out of painting smaller. And then like I love painting smaller because like I said, it is a study. So once I do want to go bigger, I've already kind of worked out the composition and the colors, and just overall like what the feel is going to be. But I didn't have to like go in and do the big painting to figure that out. I got to do this kind of like 20-minute study to figure that out. So that's kind of as far as painting big is like I've gotten a bit more of a process of like starting out and like planning out. But in terms of just like the choices that I'm making when I'm painting bigger, I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, so that's one thing. And then as I was thinking about like painting smaller, it made me think of this artist, Samaya Critchlow. I have her book. Oh shoot. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. I love this color. Like this is probably like literally the size of this painting. I took this to the cafe this morning just to read up a bit more on her. She does predominantly like Black women figures, but her pictures are tiny. Like I'll show you as I flip through the book, but like literally like some are like 2 inches, or like a lot of them in this book are like maybe the size of a photograph. And it was just so interesting to see them in a gallery. And like it's the same idea of painting big. Painting big is like it gives the viewer this kind of like overall feeling. And I think like you can do that same thing with small. And so I've just been gravitating to small. And I think like painting smaller, you really like I think it's the same as painting big. You like really got to have your colors down and your point of interests and your composition, all that. So I think sometimes when you look at little paintings like that, you think it's less thought or less work, but it's kind of more focused and more pointed. And I think that is just like my personality in general. Like, so yeah, let's paint small. Let's do little things. And just thinking even about like tying it back to what I'm even attracted to in life. Oh, look at this little this little easel is so cute. So I got this, it's a real canvas. It's so tiny, but I painted it. Oh shoot, it's stuck. It's been on here so long. But I painted the little canvas. This is my like signature blue color. I named it Round About Midnight. Around About Midnight. So that would be cool too to just, I think I'm gonna paint a little portrait on here today too. I'm gonna see. I have like some sketches that I did that I should have popped in already. And then maybe I'll do a little self-portrait on this, like how cute. So yeah, I just think smaller is cuter. I like cute. I like adorable. I like touching things, and I feel like it's kind of a metaphor for what I was gonna say earlier, a metaphor for life, of where it's really all about the little things, the simple pleasures, a little crystal you have, or just, small objects. I think it takes some time and some focus to really get in the practice of being still and quiet and like focused. It's almost like a meditation, and any size painting is a meditation to me. But my particular like interest in the art of the sentimental, I think it leans towards small. But I'm rambling, I'm yapping, I'm retiring from yapping just to get the word out. I want to do less talking. Even in life, I want to do less talking. I want to hear what everybody else got to say. Okay? Because I be missing stuff because I be talking too much. But that's all this episode is about. Little painting small. I'm thinking about a title. It's the little things. It's all the small things. It's just paint like you like it. That's how I say. All right, let's get it. Oh my God, I just thought about this. If the power doesn't come back on, I could potentially be painting by candlelight. How romantic.
Artists, and it took a while in art before they discovered the artists in the history of art, before they discovered the seemingly insignificant things and started to give attention to those. Before that happened, they were very much interested in the huge things, the saints or the kings or the huge battle scenes or the big, they painted those things, or the important people, or some dramatic thing, volcanic eruption or whatever, fire. And then at some point they started to discover the beauty and the incredible sense of the quality that is in the little things. They started painting, for example, simple people. The Dutch artists, perhaps I'm not that knowledgeable about artists, but the famous Dutch paintings show it's not so much big, important people. They show simple people, a woman in the kitchen baking bread, simple people sitting around the table eating a very simple meal, and there's the light, incredible light effects. Light comes through the window, and there's an incredible sense of presence and aliveness in the painting. And this is a scene that in normal life you would never have, unless you're really very conscious. Nobody would have stopped and said, "Oh, isn't that amazing? These people are sitting around a table eating a simple meal, and there's light coming through the window." Nobody would have done that. Perhaps after these artists depicted relatively seemingly insignificant things, perhaps it motivated some people to give more attention to that. But even now, it's still, people very much overlook that, and you overlook then a large part of your life. You don't give it attention. When I say give attention, there's an element of appreciation of everything, of the little things. And you begin to realize that your entire life consists mainly of little things. Even if you're a VIP, it still consists mainly. You're always sitting somewhere, standing somewhere, looking around, handling things, going from here to there, either on a bus or your private jet. And this giving attention, that is sometimes called gratitude. That's kind of part of it, this appreciation. But I don't necessarily use the word gratitude too often, because it implies that you say to somebody, oh, thank you. But there's a simple appreciation of the isness of things, of their presence. So you no longer regard almost continuously your entire environment as a means to an end. And what's the end? You need to get to some future moment where suddenly everything is going to be better than now. And so you're always on your way. It's a stepping stone to the next moment, and every object that you handle has only utilitarian value, but has no value in itself, is never appreciated for its beingness. And then you do the same to human beings. They're only regarded, what can they do for me now? How do they fit into my schemes, into my plans? Because there's a future orientation continuously, which is the mind. Because there is no future. It's created by the mind. It becomes extremely enjoyable to be contemplating the little things that surround you. And then there is something, yes, there is an element of gratitude that comes with it, this appreciation. It's an element where you appreciate the sense-perceived world. This is an aspect of reality. It's not the deepest aspect of reality, but it is the surface of the ocean. It's beautiful. And that also means it's not just when you are quietly contemplating, it's also when you're going from A to B to perform some action, you're going to buy something, going to the, whatever it is, post office. Appreciate the journey and every step of the journey, and look around so that the 10 minutes of going to the shop or driving to the shop or taking your bicycle to the shop isn't completely wasted and reduced to means to an end. And you can actually, that every moment is significant. And ultimately it's only ever the one moment. And then this waiting game comes to an end, waiting for the big break. That's an expression. I don't know what breaks, but waiting for whatever it is. Of course, you have a goal. You may have a goal in life, and you're moving towards it. But in the meantime, this is now, and you know you're moving towards it. It becomes very enjoyable to be wherever you are when you have this ability to contemplate the little things, both when you're passively contemplating or when you are moving, in being engaged with things. I started off with the talk.
giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me